What's up, Storm Chasers? I actually wanted to come and give my reaction to the Carlee Russell hoax update. Like, look, unless you've been under a rock, we all have heard about this story about Carlee, aka Carletha Nicole Russell, who faked her own kidnapping, threw her wig down, went and got her something to eat, got a little Chick-fil-A, got a little Starbucks. Reported a fake ass baby on the side of the highway and nothing but a pamper and a red-headed man, only to then show up and then have to admit that it was all due to a nigga. It all goes back to a man at the end of the day. Even I'm gonna say this. I wanted to believe Carletha from the beginning, and when I hear about these cases of people missing, I'm going to believe it first, and then if it turns out not to be true, then fine. But at the end of the day, Carletha set us back. Carletha deserves to be dragged, all right? And I'm going to drag her. Might not be the day of tomorrow, but it's going to happen. But she deserves to be dragged. And most importantly, she deserves to be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. She should have to pay fines back. She should have to serve some time in jail, just like just Juicy Fruit Smollett, because this is now going to make it harder for the general public and for mainstream media to cover Black women missing, Black little girls missing, Black kids missing in general. This is going to affect Black men too, because it's not like Black little boys and Black men don't get snatched. I mean, all you got to do is watch that new movie that came out. What is it? Sound of Freedom? Something like that. I don't even need to go see it because the subject that it's talking about that I can't really say because of the algorithm, I already knew that. Like, y'all may not have knew that, but I already knew that. And that business is like a $3 billion business. So anyway, with that being said, although she should not represent Black folks, unfortunately she does. Now, mainstream media, I have to call you guys out as well, because this story got a lot of coverage, not because y'all give a fuck, because y'all was definitely trying to cover something up. So I don't know what else was going on around the time that Carletha had the nicest kidnappers in the world, not to tie her up, to feed her. All they did was just throw a wig down. Like, she had the nicest kidnappers. But while she was somewhere taking a nap or riding some dick and eating Chick-fil-A, and we was in a prayer circle praying and lighting white candles, something else was going on that the mainstream media wanted to cover up. Maybe it was, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but let me know what you think down below. So let's get into this press conference that just happened today. Fair use, straight from Channel 8, WFLA. Let's get into it. Let's hear about Carletha.
Chief Nurses.
Thank you, Captain. Yes.
Good afternoon. Thanks to everyone for attending again today. I want to thank the members of our department and all of law enforcement who played a role in the investigation of this case. Last Wednesday, July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carlee Russell disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing. We helped you determine where Carlee was during the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today, I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emory Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russell. Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement in its entirety, which I will do now.
All right, so this is the official statement from the attorney. Now, I would have wanted to, of course, hear this from Carletha's mouth, but I understand that for several legal reasons that can't happen. But let's hear what the attorney had to say.
My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone from the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward understanding that you made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers.
Your forgiveness is not given. Let's be very clear on that. Your forgiveness is not given. We're not forgiving you. You absolutely need to be held accountable for what you did. And don't you always love or hate? Let's just keep it real. Don't you always hate how people do not use the word mistake correctly? Oh, she made a mistake. No. A mistake is when you do something and you don't understand the consequences. A mistake is when you accidentally make a wrong decision. Oh shit. I turned right when I was supposed to turn left. That's a mistake. But choosing to fake your own kidnapping and plan it out and make all these Google searches all to make a man jealous. And we seen pictures of the boyfriend. He ain't ugly, but he ain't spectacular. He ain't no supermodel. He ain't nothing special. Her boy Carlee's boyfriend looked like any nigga that you would see at a bar in Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, Florida, anytime. Average looking dude that she's going crazy for and has ruined her life and her name hell shit. She ain't never had no legacy, but you get the point. She asked for your prayers. Prayers denied. Prayers denied. I don't think you want our prayers at this point, Carlee.
We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
All right, with that, we'll take a few questions. As Officer Hale said, when I call on you, please state your name and your affiliation. Yes, sir.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 100.1 FM Summit Media. Chief, do we at this time, or does the Hoover Police Department know the whereabouts of Carlee Russell during that 49-hour period that she was supposedly missing?
Now, as I said the other day, was talking facts and everything. If I said anything today, would just be speculation. Actual facts, we do not.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBC 13. Can you tell us what her motivation was for doing this, if you can?
I wish I could tell you. I think only Carlee knows, and maybe her attorney now. But again, the statement that we received from him does not indicate any.
For ETO WBRC, can you give us an idea of what charges you may be filing against her?
That would strictly be up to the district attorney's office.
Hopefully charges are actually filed against her. Hopefully charges are actually filed against her. I don't know. Let me know down below, do you think she should be charged for this? I think she absolutely should. I know he can't speak on that right now, but I think she absolutely should. Like all of this was literally for nothing.
David Lamb, CBS 42. Can you update us so that there is a meeting scheduled for this afternoon with the family, or
No.
when is that meeting?
Yeah. No, not a meeting with the attorney.
I also need a full interview from the family. I don't think the family was in on it, but I think once Carleetha came back home, I think her family knew and felt something was up, but they was trying to cover for her or just trying not to expose her. But I think there is more to Carleetha that we don't know. I do believe that she suffers from some kind of mental illness and the family know about it. And we all have those people in our family that we know is crazy as hell or that we know are habitual liars, but we try to sweep the shit under the rug. I'm going to just say if we was to really press the family for answers, I can pretty much guarantee this ain't the first time that Carleetha has lied outrageously. She just took the fucking cake this time.
Family or Carlee. We have a meeting scheduled with the attorney, and that will take place some point tomorrow.
And there is no meeting with Carlee Russell or her family at this point?
Not scheduled, no, sir.
For your chapter on Fox 6, what's next to close this investigation?
Well, again, we want to talk to Mr. Anthony tomorrow and see if he has any more to discuss about the case. We'll certainly be asking if we'll get an opportunity to again interview Carlee like we've wanted to since she returned.
Chief Stephen Quinn, ABC 3340.
Yes, sir.
Your reaction now, knowing that Carlee has admitted that this was made up?
Well, I'm glad that we got this. You know, we certainly laid the facts out to you guys and to the national media that had a lot of interest in this particular case. The sad thing is that again, there were so many people that were involved. took this thing very, very seriously. And again, we wanted the focus to be bringing her home. She got home. We're very excited about that.
We wanted the focus. Sorry, I got a lot of things going on at once. We wanted the focus to be bring her home, and we got her home. Let's be clear. She didn't ever leave home. She was around the corner. What are y'all talking about? The focus was bring her home. She was at Chick-fil-A. She was at Starbucks. She was hungry. She had the nicest abductors in the world. I'm willing to bet she was somewhere riding some dick too. But I don't know. But Carlita was up to something. She wasn't just chilling. She was up to something. I'm willing to bet.
It is what it is. The facts, I think, last Wednesday pretty much showed that we knew that it was a hoax.
Lisa Crane, WBTM 13, do you know the expense you went to during this search? And if you don't have a dollar figure for us, just how big it was for you guys?
Well, it was all hands on deck, and we don't have a dollar figure yet, but we're certainly working towards getting one, and not only ours, but there'll be other agencies that had a lot of support that they gave us and had monetary expenses themselves.
Ooh,
When JLR investigates, are the parents under an investigation?
That's what I want to know. Are the parents? But let's see what he had to say.
As I said the other day, we were going to try to determine exactly those 49 hours. So right now, anything's on the table. We still don't know what happened in those 49 hours, where she was. Did she have any help? We have no idea. I read the statement from Mr. Anthony. That's all we know.
Right.
I don't think the parents. I don't think the parents knew she was going to do this. I think everybody genuinely believed that she was missing, but I think as time went on, I think the family then started to suspect certain things, but just wanted to keep a front on for the public. I think then once Carlita came home and they of course got to asking her questions, I think they knew then it was bullshit, but just had to kind of keep a united front to the public. So I don't think the family should be held liable, but Carlita should all day long.
Keith Mims, WAGG 16, Southern Media. Chief, let me ask you this. What do you think prompted or provoked Carlee to do this kind of thing? And are there any kind of mental issues that the police department or the public should be concerned about, or just what?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, it's, this is a very elaborate deal. I mean, when you talk about calling a 911 and being up on the interstate, again, it would all be conjecture. So really, I don't know. I was hoping that we'd have an opportunity to interview and we'd be able to ask her those questions.
Were any others involved in putting this story together for her?
Mr. Anthony, in his statement, says there was not.
Liviana Calmes, WPRC 5.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it there. That's basically the update, and that's the statement. So her attorney is basically saying, look, this is gonna be her final public statement for now, because we gotta prep her for possible litigation should the police department decide to press charges. She's saying she's sorry. She wants us to forgive her. She kind of just wants us to forget it, but it just ain't gonna happen like that. The whole world now knows about this story. Carlita is literally going to go down in infamy as the girl who faked her own abduction and got national and probably international coverage all for a man. Like, I know Lifetime, Hulu, and Netflix is somewhere like clicking their toes and clicking their heels to go run and make a documentary. But wait a minute, the actors is on strike right now, so maybe ain't nothing gonna get done. I don't know. Maybe the documentary will be on Tubi, but somebody needs to dive deep into this shit. So let me know what you think down below about Carlita. Number one, do you want to see me just straight up roast and drag her? Number two, should she be held accountable, as in paying back fines, or not paying back, but paying fines, or should she be sent to a mental institution or prison, and or both, right? If the family had anything to do with this, like, do you think they should be held accountable too? And would you like to see her get interviewed by like a Gayle King or like a Michael Strahan? Like, I want somebody that can really get in and get the real answers. I know that's not going to happen for some time, but she needs to own up to what she did. Point blank, period. Let me know what you think down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.